I'm so late to the party on this one, it's embarrassing. Sorry if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Jennifer. I am a Gen X with a PhD who just happens to be chatty about books and lots of other things. And when I finally got my hands on Tati Richardson's Losing Sight, I said what took me so long. Gen X, elder millennials, this is another one I think that's very much for us. Real quick recap. Tanika is a sportscaster, female sportscaster, and that just tells you a lot of what you need to know right there. She's fighting racism, she is fighting ageism, she's fighting sexism, all in her industry. And she's still crushing it, but it's been a struggle. And one of the biggest struggles has been that she can't read the teleprompter anymore without her glasses. I know how this feels. I have my glasses off right now. You're very fuzzy. So she finally concedes. She goes to the eye doctor, who happens to be, not my ophthalmologist, that's for sure. Dr. Gideon's a handsome man. And they hit it off right away. But part of her deal is that she's very, very attached to her career. She's fought very hard to get where she is, and she is trying to just keep that upward mobility going. He's a chill doctor. He loves his practice. He's a widower, and he's just trying to keep his life on the tracks. But sparks fly right away. And not in a enemies to lovers thing. No, they're into each other right away. But again, it's kind of a she's going this way, he's going this way. And he actually had met her before at one of his cousin's functions, but his wife had just died, and it was a whole thing, and he just couldn't handle it. But here's the deal. There's this pair of glasses. These aren't just regular glasses, they're very special glasses. And I'm not going to give away too much, but I will just say that there is an element of magical realism to this book, which is part of what sets it apart. And when she puts on these glasses, she sees more than she was intending to. I'm just going to leave it there. Tanika has to fight against, being underestimated by her coworkers. She has to deal with just how athletes treat her, which sometimes is with a lot of respect, quite often not. But she knows her stuff. She knows ball. And the levels to which she has to earn that respect is just so much more. That was my draw in with the book, because I just don't get to see this quite so often in fiction or in a lot of the different stories that I read. And so as soon as I saw this, it drew me in. And Tati did such an excellent job portraying what those trials look like when really you're just trying to get to where, in general, a man could get with far less effort. Also, not to mention, you have the issue of aging in front of the camera. This is huge. All of us over 40 folks, we know. This lens is not so kind after a certain amount of time. And it's not even so much the lens, it's how we perceive women and how we have to think that they have to perpetually still look 25 well into their 50s, which is dumb. So dumb. But she's wearing, those girdles and getting wigs and doing all of these things to try to mask that she's aging. And finally, she starts just accepting it and saying, this is who I am. Now, I do have to be able to read the teleprompter, but this is who I am now. And I just love that. We need that. We need actually a lot more of that. And don't get me started on just women nearing 40, over 40 in romance books. My stance on this, there's not enough. And it speaks a lot to how we think women should be perceived as far as desirability is concerned. But I'm not going to get off on that tangent. We're not here for that. Oh, the other thing that I love about this book. This is one of the... Okay, is this a spoiler? This is not a spoiler. It's a romance. Most romances have a third act breakup. I'm not spoiling anything here. Most romances have a third act breakup. This was the first one that I read. For a split second, I was like, oh no, wait, are they really breaking up? Wait, who? Because I just couldn't see a way that they were going to resolve this situation that they end up in near the end. So I kind of liked being kept on the edge of my seat like that a little bit. It was fun. It was fun. It really kept the book moving. It's already paced really well, but it made the end of the book just really sore through. Anyway, this is my first Tati Richardson book. Again, late to the party. This is the story of my life. Definitely won't be my last. Losing Sight. Go. Read it. Go now. Go. Just your library, your bookstore, what have you. You will not be disappointed. Loved it.